guys, welcome back to another video. So today's video is going to be a plan with me, and I'm going to be using the kit from Letters to Apollo Advent 2021 calendar. And I'm also super excited because I am collabing with CocoLuxxe. We're going to do a cute little collab because we was using the same kit. So we said, well, guess what? Why not? And we're gonna keep it spicy, right? Because this kit is very like feminine and pretty and all the things. Is one word that I am starting to hate because of the planner community, but dainty. But we're gonna keep it spicy because we're gonna do some of the planner pet peeves, things that make you go, we're going to talk about those in this video. So if that's your type of thing and you want to get in with us, make sure you stay tuned. But before we do that, make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you go over to see Coco from my channel, make sure you let her know, hey, I'm coming from Joia's channel. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe to her as well. And then make sure you follow both of us on Instagram because you get all the deets of things when we don't talk about it, you know, in the video. But let me show you guys the kit. So I'm going to show you everything that came in the actual advent calendar that I got. So let's show you here. So here is the kit. These are the full boxes. This is in gold foil. These are like layering icons. Of course, these like shapes and stuff, the days of the week, and the sidebar items. Here's the box page, super cute. You got some scallop things up in here, some more shapes, half, thirds, and quarter boxes. Then here is the bottom washi page, as well as the headers. And I believe she did give us this because on here, this top one, some of the foil came off, so she added that in there as well. And then she gave us in the advent calendar this like beautiful sheet of like florals and the date covers, and then some more like boxes and shapes, which is super cute. And then a full page of deco florals as well that you can add into your spread. So that's the like kit in florals. And then some of the other things that came in the advent calendar, she gave us this in all the foil colors as well. But this is super cute and it definitely goes with it. It's on trend. You also got a set of numbers, some of those like floral scenes, like super cute, and some scripts. You got these cute like dividers here. So you guys, I started using this in my last week of this planner, but you got this whole like butterfly like garland and dividers and like little deco pieces here, as well as these dividers as well. And then I chose this dowel, Gabrielle. I believe this is from one of the more recent collections from Goldmine CoCo. It's funny because Shanice just used this kit and the dowel that she picked like goes perfectly, and I love that dowel and I have that dowel, but I said no, I'm gonna try to be different. And for her, she looks like she's going on a picnic, doesn't she? So I said, oh, this sheet is just perfect for this. So this will be the dowel that I'm going to use for this kit. So without further ado, let's jump into it. This off. First off, this is the second time I'm doing this because that first one was trash. But as you guys can see, this video is a little bit longer because I did go ahead and include how I was laying down the base as well as the day-to-day plans. I do have to say that this is probably one of my favorite bases thus far that I've done. And I'm extremely happy with myself because, listen, this was great. This was great. So, let's see. I'm still doing the bottom washi, and then I'm going to start working on the date covers. I did a little extra. I mean, she did include a decent amount of like florals. I was kind of intimidated, I'm not even gonna lie, about the like bigger floral bouquets that was on that deco sheet. But I tried my best, I feel, and that's pretty much what I'm just doing. I'm looking at the things that I have, looking at what's included in the kit, and just kind of letting my hands do the work, because a lot of times I feel like your hands kind of just really make you go about and do it kind of just takes over, just like how if you're driving and you take the same route all the time, you tend to just go without even thinking about it. So all that being said, let's go ahead and jump into some of these questions here. So, well, not even questions. So I'm going to go through each of the pet peeves that both Coco and I have gotten, whether it was our own personal or asked of, because I did put up a question box on my Instagram for it. Now, what's going on with my voice? I don't know. But yeah, so like I was saying in the beginning, the word dainty has been so jaded in my eyes now. I cannot stand the word no more. And delicate is on its way. Like, finding new ways to describe things when you use them in like other parts of your life, I feel like, and especially because it could be someone specifically says it and then everyone else kind of does the same exact thing. It can be a little annoying to me, to be honest. I'm sorry. I mean, yeah, I do agree if a kid does, pertain with that adjective, sure. But listen, the trends, okay? The trends. Speaking of trends, another one is cancel culture. That to me is such a trend. People are very quick to jump on the bandwagon like everyone else, and I'm gonna say it for what it is. Even thinking about Black Lives Matter, all of these acts of violence that is occurring in the communities, and the trend is to share and say, "Oh, I hate how this is happening. Something needs to be done." And then guess what? In a few days, won't nobody be talking about it. Just like how those families are still grieving for those people that was murdered in Buffalo. Have you been seeing anybody talk about it? Nope, not at all. But I sit and I think about it all the time because I have grandparents that are still alive and great aunts that are still alive that go to the supermarket all the time. I can't imagine if they were to go to the supermarket and that was to happen to them. Or my mother, my father, my aunts, my cousins, myself, my sister, my brothers. Like, listen, dude, if you feel that you sharing something or canceling something with like the whole cancel culture being the pet peeve, please do more than just that. On my lunch break, I will be making a phone call because those babies did not deserve that. Those teachers did not deserve that. Those families did not deserve that. And something has got to change because all I know is Texas is a hot ass mess right now. Okay, everything is happening in Texas, and something has got to give. Something has got to give. So when it comes to cancel culture, do you guys actually give second chances? I can say I feel like I can, because I feel like everyone deserves a second chance. However, if, like the saying goes, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. If you show bad taste again, I think is a problem. One of the things that really I think affected me, especially being newer in the community, was the whole thing with Aaron Condren, and unfortunately that was probably, I think it was Meg's got a plan that said it. It's sad because, of course, because her name is also the company's name, it really puts a bad taste in the mouth. Whereas the company itself, I feel like, has been doing what they can to show that, you know, everyone else that works for the company, that's not their belief, and they would never, you know, use something, that's so meaningful to millions on this earth to satisfy a need that really wasn't even necessary, considering, you know you're still alive and you're still able to celebrate graduating, whereas people have been killed that barely got a chance to live. So I have not taken the plunge as far as like purchasing anything new, but I do keep my eye out on some things, just because the company owner did such a bad thing with her children. But the company itself, I think I would give a second chance. So let me know if you believe in second chances. Let's see, another one. I think this is a good one. Using the same boring quotes. Y'all, I'm gonna need somebody to find another quote. If you want me to provide a quote, please, I will give you a new quote. I would. Just show me some of the art and say, hey, I need a new quote. Let me know. I will help you find it, because it is kind of redundant to see the same quote used a lot, especially if it happens to be the same art. It's just like, really? Can, like, I don't know what it takes for those who create the art for these kids. Like, I don't know and don't particularly care to know. But unless it's literally your favorite quotes, do you have to use it each and every time? And I am interested, like, what makes the shop owners use the same quotes, whether it's the same quotes across many of your kits, if you recycle the same quotes every year, like, why do you do that versus using something new? Let's see, another one is freebies. How y'all feel about not getting freebies in your order unless you put in a name? I feel like first off, I think it's a great introduction to people's shops. And if y'all hear talking in the background, I'm at work in my office, so I'm trying to get through this so I can finally upload this dang video. But when I've ordered through like some of them like major sales where like a lot of shops are included, and they all tend to like share their freebies with all the other shops that's involved, I think that was like such a great way for me to be introduced to other shops that either I never heard of or ones that I wanted to try and haven't gotten around to it. Like, having like some great items like that, I think is really, really good. And should be I think freebies should be offered in um, every order, regardless of how much you spend, and regardless if you don't have a name to put in. Because if it's somebody new that really doesn't know, how would they know who's a PR person? Just my thoughts. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. two that I'm going to kind of clump together: judging the choice of planner that someone used, as well as judging what the work of others or how they like to use their stickers. I think that's a interesting one and a good one because not everybody plans the same. I've watched people who do no white space, the bougie boxes, where it looks like floral deco and foil threw up on their spread, to those who use pen and paper only, to Bujo. I've watched every video and probably plus more than I'm even thinking about the moment. And I enjoy seeing things created by all the different people who like to do this love of planning like the rest of us do. And I think that being judgmental of how they plan, what they used to plan with, is it's silly. There are a lot more things that you really should be worried about versus somebody's planner choice or how they, oh girl, you laid that box down wrong. Now, if I am like, oh my gosh, I'm sitting here watching this video and like, oh, I put that box down hella crooked. That's my own prerogative, okay? Because that's an issue that I have. I have an issue clearly with just being a perfectionist. But for somebody else to judge me based off of that, that's very silly. And we done already bypassed it. But y'all, do y'all see that sidebar? One of my favorites. I think this one, and it was like 2 in January, I think, that I just really loved. And I'm obsessed. I still got like spreads. I got my birthday spread in January. I got February's to do, some in March. I did none of April. And the week after this is probably going to be the last Plan With Me I'm going to film for the month of May to try to, stay on top of things. But y'all, I listen, it's crazy. But let's get back to these pet peeves, okay? I think another one that kind of goes with that is social media bullying. Listen, I will not tolerate that, and let me catch wind of it, whether you are a spammer, a hater, a bully, whatever. If it's on my stuff, if it's on somebody's stuff that I'm liking, I'm following, I'm commenting on, I'm going to report you. I'm going to block you. I really don't care. So know that I am that person because, like I said earlier, life is too short, and no one should have the audacity to think that you can say whatever you want to say to anybody because, like a booty hole, everybody has an opinion. That does not mean you need to say it. There's plenty of times, and I wish more people would think this way, where if I see something or I hear something, it may give me a negative feeling, emotion, thought, but I do not say it. I keep it to myself because as I was raised, my mama said, if you don't got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. And I live by that because at the end of the day, I would hate that my negative thought, feeling, emotion, comment could make somebody feel a type of way to the point where, considering it is Mental Illness Awareness Month, decide to commit suicide. I would not be able to live with myself. And being a nurse, I took a vow to help people. I don't want to harm people, and that includes on the internet, okay? Whether I'm helping a patient at the bedside, listening to them talk, or looking at planner stuff. I know that is not me. That is not me, okay? I'm even afraid that, if somebody was to break in my house and I have to defend my husband and my family because, my husband has been injured or something like that, my thought is I'm probably going to shoot the person or hurt the person to knock them down and then try to heal them. Okay, like that's the type of person I am. So to do social media bullying, it needs to stop. It really needs to stop, and people really need to grow up. I'm sorry that whatever happened to you, but please go get therapy. Please get therapy. Therapy has been beneficial in my life personally. I can attest to that. So please go get therapy. Like, y'all, please. Okay, next. Bringing back the same kits over and over again. Y'all, listen. Why? How y'all feel about that? Like, I like kits, and some of them I really love, and that's why, like, when I first joined this community, I did not use my kits because I was like, I don't want to use this kit because I love it so much. But I'm not in love with a kit so more often. All right, printer. I'm not in love with a kit so often that I'm going to keep repurchasing it because it's re-released every year. Like, why? I can see you doing it maybe once or twice. Just how, like, some of the planner shops, if they have like a subscription, they'll have it in the subscription, and then maybe like a year or two later they'll bring it to the shop. But the need to repeat the same thing over and over again and it be literally the same, like not even a little bit of change, same quote, same foil, same box, like, why? Do y'all really like them kits that much? I need to know, because I don't. I don't. I like different things. I want to try different things. I want to use different things. I don't literally want to see. I mean, it's going to pay me just a little bit to use the Giving Girl kit that I got in the advent calendar twice. But I'm probably going to spread that joint out because it's literally the same kit, just a different foil. And that's why I ended up giving away the third one in a giveaway that I had, because I'm like, I'm not using that kit 3 times. I appreciate Jennifer, still offering me the third foil choice, even though she gave everybody an option because of the delay of shipping and stuff, and she still gave it to me, and I appreciate her. Thank you, Jennifer, so much. That was like so thoughtful. But I said, well, let me pay it forward, and gave it away, and I gave away all the like little extras that came with it. I couldn't use that kit 3 times. Like, no, Hold on, let me take a drink. Perfection. Love some good H2O. Okay. Another one is bows on all icons. I definitely can see, like, how bows was a thing. And I mean, coming into it, I think when I first came into it, bows was still very, very much a thing. But as I've gotten into the planning community a little bit more, I have expanded how I plan. I can say that I feel like having a bow on all my icons can be a little annoying. And I know I was just looking today. The Pretty Pink Co. has re-released some of her icons. And when I was looking at her icons, I actually like them because where the bow is, if I wanted to cut the bow off, I can. And I won't be like cutting into the sticker. Like, it won't disfigure the sticker. If you're gonna have bows, is that an option? Can we do more of that, where if I wanted to cut the bow off, can I? Because not all the time do I want a bow. I mean, sometimes I do, but not all the time. Y'all like bows still? Let me know. Make sure y'all chat with me down below, okay? All right, another one. I could say paper quality and consistencies is one of the ones that I thought of. Um, it is weird. One of the ones, and I mean, I don't know why it's like that, and I don't know if she's ever explained it, but the one thing that I thought was interesting, like when I first started buying stuff from Sadie Stickers, on her foiled kits, the gold is a very like matte looking gold, but on her like foil dividers and icons and all that stuff, it's a very like the gold is different, and I don't understand why. Because even now, oops, sorry, my hair. Even now, with her doing transparent matte, it's still like the gold is still different. I've always thought that was weird, especially if I'm using her kit. And like I know the next week after this, I'm using one of her kits from the Advent calendar. I always thought that was weird, but like, how do y'all feel about inconsistencies of the paper? Like, if people can come out with a bang with some bond paper from Jump, I appreciate it. If it's somebody that's like a newer shop that's, getting their feet into the door and they're buying what is, affordable to them and they decide to, change it later on or whatever, by all means. But I shouldn't have to buy one thing from you and then decide to buy something else and it looks weird or different because it's not the same. I do think that that is a bit strange. So y'all let me know what y'all think. Any of these things stick out to y'all? Let me know down in the comments, okay? Um, Another one I had, and I think this is only because I had gotten to doing like the monthly. What is it? What do they call it? Um, Whatever it is. What the heck is it called? When you doing the monthly and you putting down like your favorite memory of the monthly, whatever that term that was created is called, that it drive me crazy when the 24th and the 31st be on the same day. And I mean, we don't get too many of those, but still, can I just get a full box? Because if I'm trying to plan for the full thing, I really can't, because now I gotta save space and then configure my numbers a certain way so that you can see the numbers and I also can put whatever memory I have in the box. I don't know. Maybe I'm being a little petty, but I wish that more boxes, it was just more boxes available to use versus actually having to versus actually having to split the box. So y'all let me know if y'all feel the same way. Okay, let's see what else we got. All right, so clearly you're watching this video because you like planning videos. What are your thoughts of having a YouTube video and you got music playing in the background, but you're talking? How you feel about that? Now, I know I personally have done that before, especially like last year with all of my like wedding related plan with me's that I put up, because I found the song that I really liked and I wanted to use that to kind of keep it consistent. So I do that from time to time. I don't always do that, especially because it's of late, even though it's all included and it never said from iMovie that I had to like reference the song in my box. I've been getting dinged of like, I mean, I'm not monetized at all, but I wouldn't be able to monetize a video because there's a copyright on it. I'm just like, what the F? So half the time I don't even use music anymore. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about it, because I I I I, I like to do it. It's not a deal breaker to me. I mean, if the dang music is just as loud as your voice, then yeah, it's a little off-putting because I can't hear you, especially if you're talking about like what you're doing and stuff. But otherwise of that, I mean, it's not a deal breaker for me. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, this one, I know this was a talk, okay? And I'm gonna kind of group these two things together, and y'all let me know how y'all feel down in the comments, because this was like a major thing not long ago. But stealing people's ideas without giving them credit, and then being an authority on something that you know nothing about. Now, in my opinion, right, everyone does not watch everybody's videos or follow everyone's accounts. So you truly, really don't know where an idea started from unless you can literally go back and track it. So I'll say, for instance, I started seeing Shanice put the dolls in the sidebar. So in one of my, I think, videos or on Instagram, I had mentioned that, and she said to me, "Oh, well, I got this idea from T from Plenty of Planning." And Shanice is Planners and Tacos, in case y'all don't follow her, because y'all need to. She's fire. But I said, "Oh, that's good to know." So now that I know, right? I wasn't very like, I don't care if she started it, like, or I didn't say, "Oh yeah, she's the one who created it." Like, I literally said, "This is the first person that I'm seeing do it." So I'm not completely dismissing the original creator. Like, that's not my thing. But I wish people stopped doing that, because people was like, "Oh, well, I seen such and such do it." That doesn't mean that they're the first person, because if you don't realize, everybody in this community literally influences and in like share, like, has ideas that inspire other people. And honestly, I wish the thoughts and the words are more of, this person inspired me. And that's what I said I was going to do, is that I was inspired by XYZ, because I don't want people to take what I'm saying as, this is the person that I seen do it and they are the creator or the original, and they're not. I don't want people to feel that way when they're watching my stuff or looking at my stuff. So I'm choosing to say inspire. And I hope that other people think about that too, because on the same token, there has literally, I've been seeing like fights, debates about, people then taking authority as if they are the end all be all, and they're not. I feel like the planner community can definitely create that type of mentality, because some of the things that I think about all the time is the same people are always used on PR. The PR never changes. It's not, there's never like a call for new PR, like rotations or anything like that. Or, some of the conversations like, yeah, I had to keep going back and saying something to them. Like, I don't really understand why it's like that. And I feel like that creates it creates that mentality that the same people you see all the time are, yes, they can be the most influential, but I feel like it also can make it seem, especially to somebody's new that hasn't been around that much, that it's that they are end all be all, that they are the authority on this or they're the authority on that. Now, yes, if they're the first ones to do something, then by all means. But it's really hard. It's really hard to really say, because you also don't know in the spare time of that person what they're doing, who they're watching, what they're seeing, and how they're getting influenced by other people. Yeah, they may say that they were influenced or inspired to do it by somebody else, but it could have been someone else that did it. Like, going back to the other point, it could have been somebody else that did that, but you wouldn't know that because you're not watching who they're watching, I just, the conversation could literally go on and on and on. And I'm going to just say this now. I will delete and block you if you come to my comment section and be acting a fool. Any slander, I am not tolerating it. We can have a great conversation about any of the things that we talk about, but do not come sideways, because I don't tolerate. I don't tolerate that, and quite frankly, it's disrespectful, and that's probably one of the worst things that you can do is be disrespectful. So Just know that. But I'm open to have any type of conversation, whether it be here, whether it be on Instagram. You can go in my DMs. I've had plenty of conversations. There's things that I didn't understand that didn't really, I'm trying to understand how, this was the idea, how you came up with this and how this represents that. Like, I had them ideas. I'm like, listen, let me ask. Because if I don't ask, all I'm doing is assuming. And sometimes assuming is the worst thing that you can do. So, I'm just saying. But yeah, I think that is all of, that is all of the pet peeves. So, again, y'all let me know what y'all think. Does any of those pet peeves stick out to you? What really resonated with you? Anything that I said that made you give thought to some of these things, let me know. And yeah, so for the end of this plan with me, right here, I was adjusting those that last box with the grocery bag and then the full box because I needed a little bit more space at the bottom. But that weekend was really fun. Friday, I had an event that night. It was like a comedy show that hubby and I went to. It was really fun. We had a great time. The next day, I had 2 events. I had another affair in the afternoon. After the affair, before the affair, I did drop off Spade to my mom's house because my brother looks after Spade when I go out of town because Spade and hubby don't really get along. So I dropped her off and then went to the event, which was really, really nice. And then afterwards, I went to the market to buy a couple of things so I can make some dinner choices for Babe while I was gone. And then got home. I changed my attire, touched up my makeup, and Babe and I headed out to his lodge's event that was that evening, which was great. They honored a mental health organization that helps Black men. So if you guys know anyone, especially of a black man that needs resources and some support, Black Men Heal, a nonprofit created in Philadelphia, and it is a black woman owned business as well. Please refer them. I'll link their Instagram down below and the website if I can find it again. They honored them, and their event, they gave a percentage of their proceeds to them as a donation to keep up the work that they're doing for the community, because being an Eastern Star and being a Mason is all about helping out the community. So I implore you that if you ever see anything involving them, to attend and get to understand and know a little bit more about them. So we did that, and then we had I guess an after party, which lasted till 2 o'clock, which was crazy for me because the next day I was leaving to go to NOLA. If you don't know, that's New Orleans, as they say. They call it New Orleans. They said we don't call it NOLA. But I went to NOLA on Sunday with my sister, my best friends, and my mom came, and we had a good time. And I'm gonna talk about all that stuff next week in that plan with me. So hopefully you and guys enjoyed this plan with me, doing something a little different and also having a little bit of a longer plan with me. So if you guys liked me actually showing you how I did the base, definitely let me know. Maybe I'll try to do it again for the next plan with me. If you guys haven't already, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn on your bell notifications. Leave me some comments down below. Again, let's chit chat. Let's keep it, keep it respectful, but let's chit chat down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.